channel. Just a little video, second part of this little mini series about essential items for when you're starting off caravanning. This video really is about just getting you going, getting you off and running. You can actually buy a Bailey starter pack. They cost £300, but in one of the videos later on in this series I'll show you can do it a hell of a lot cheaper than that. If you don't mind second hand things, you can do it a lot cheaper. What does the kit contain? Well, obviously you get your water barrel, you get your roll handle, waste master for your grey waste, towing mirrors, an essential part because you can get 3 points if you don't have them on your car if you're caught by the police. And another important thing, you'll need a hitch lock and wheel lock. I think some insurers will bump up the premiums if you haven't got these items. So really important, security. Bring your premiums down when you take out caravan insurance. Your extending socket for lowering your legs. If you've got a cordless drill like me, I've got a cordless drill in my front locker with the extension, and it saves you bending down trying to wind your legs down with the spanner, and that's all for £299. You can get that a lot cheaper. I'll show you that in another video. You can get all that a lot cheaper. Other essential items, your electric hookup cable. You can get away with just one gas bottle, but I've got two. I bought an empty bottle off somebody for a tenner, and it saved on me deposit for the second bottle. So when one runs out, I just switch them over. You're going to need a step, your toilet chemicals, your pink and your blue. The blue goes into your toilet cassette. The pink is used to rinse the bowl out on your flush. Some older vans don't have leisure batteries. We have, whether it's being charged or not. To be honest with you, I've never even needed to look or use it. But that's something you can look into, whether your van has got a leisure battery, whether it needs one, whether you've got a battery charger. We don't have a solar panel, so I've never actually used it. We don't camp off-grid anyway, so I've never needed it. Whether it's still fit for purpose, I don't know. You'll need a number plate for the back of your caravan. Leveler, blocks and chocks. I was quite lucky, I got given our leveler, which is this one here. You'll need some blocks and chocks in case the ground's uneven. It just keeps your van in place, because and the blocks just make the surface a lot bigger than the feet of your van. I know you can buy things for your van. I've got them on mine, little pads on the end of your legs, but I've got blocks as well, and it just makes the surface a lot better, and it sinks less. Your awning, whether you want to go for a little porch awning, there's so many different connotations now. We got given with the van when we bought it a porch awning and a little bit of carpet, so we were quite lucky there. That's one thing we didn't have to buy. Our full awning, which another picture, we were quite lucky. We got off a family friend, but we ended up getting 2 pods for it as well. I think we used the money for when we sold our old van, and we bought this awning for this van. Another idea is to keep a little toolkit in your caravan: screwdriver, pliers, that sort of thing. You never know what jobs may need fixing while you're on site, especially with an older van like this. It's constant maintenance. Little things come loose, screws come out easily enough, so just keep a toolkit, some screwdrivers, pliers, those sort of things in your van. And then obviously you're going to need all your comfort things, your living items: plates, knives, forks, cutlery, sleeping bags if you prefer sleeping bags. We just bring the quilt from home, because when we make this double bed up, we just use a quilt. We have got a sleeping bag that we lay down over the top, just to protect the cushions a little bit. We do flip them over overnight, but it just helps protect them. We've got separate pillows in the caravan that are specifically for the caravan. So that's basically it, just to get you up and running. Now in the next video I'm going to do more about security items, more about safety items, they are, to be honest with you, they are the number one most important things when you're starting out: safety and security. So I'll cover that in my next video. So obviously everybody's got their own personal taste and choice of things that they want to put in their caravan. They're just some of the things that we got. A lot of it we got with it. I've got the extra bottle. I bought a number plate. We got given the leveller because that didn't come with the van. I bought the big awning. So there you go. I've added a toolkit. I've put that together myself. So the more times you go away, you'll think, I need this, I need that. So just make a mental note or write it down on a piece of paper. One little thing that you could add to your list, with having an older van. Excuse me, I've got Clare's cold from 2 weeks ago. One bit of advice I can give you: if you haven't got an external gas point, which older vans don't, we haven't. We can have one fitted, but it's not really worth it because we're hoping to upgrade in the next 12 months anyway. So hopefully that'll come with an external gas point, and then we may buy a Kadak, because everybody seems to be buying Kadaks. But an Andrew James teppanyaki, we bought the big huge one because at the time we were a family of 5 going away. So we can cook the whole breakfast on these teppanyakis, and they're absolutely brilliant. We bought one of them, so there's a tip for you. Get yourself a teppanyaki, a little hot plate, depending on the size you want. So there you go. We'll go on to essential items in the next video, security and safety items. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.